the Jewish people are looking for a Messiah. There are two distinct groups of Jews that have different ideas about how they'll know who the Messiah is. So there is one group of Jews that says, you know what, the Messiah is going to come from God. He's just going to appear, sent from God, and he'll be here, and he'll be our king, okay? So that's one group of Jews. Jesus will just appear from heaven. A second group of Jews said, no. Micah 5:2 says that the Messiah will be born in Bethlehem from the tribe of Judah, from the town David is from. Okay? So keep that in mind. I'm going to show you these two groups. So starting in verse 25, I have a heading, Division over who Jesus is. So verse 25, at that point, some of the people of Jerusalem began to ask, isn't this the man they are trying to kill? Here he is, speaking publicly, and they're not saying a word to him. Have the authorities really concluded that he is the Messiah? But we know where this man is from. Now, the people think that Jesus is from Galilee, because that is where he grew up as a kid and a teenager, from Galilee. So the people go, hey, we know where this man is from. When the Messiah comes, no one will know where he is from. So this is the group of Jewish people that believe when God sends the Messiah, he didn't come from this town or this nation. He's just going to appear on the scene, and here he is, the Messiah sent from God. Verse 28, then Jesus, still teaching in the temple courts, cried out, yes, you know me, and you know where I'm from. He's talking about that he's from Galilee. I'm not here on my own authority, but he who sent me is true. You do not know him, but I know him because I am from him, and he sent me. So Jesus is letting them know, I did come from heaven. The Father sent me. Now let's look at the second group. Over in verse 40. On hearing his words, some of the people said, surely this man is the prophet, the one Moses foretold that would come, that they need to listen to. Others said he is the Messiah. Still others ask, how can the Messiah come from Galilee? Does not Scripture say that the Messiah will come from David's descendants and from Bethlehem, the town where David lived? Thus the people were divided because of Jesus. Come down to verse 50. Nicodemus, who had gone to Jesus earlier and who was one of their own number, asked, does our law condemn a man without first hearing him to find out what he has been doing? They replied, are you from Galilee too? Look into it, and you will find that a prophet does not come out of Galilee. Okay? So is everyone with me? They're thinking Jesus might be the Messiah, but they're like, no, he's from Galilee. And the Jewish religious leaders are going, no prophet ever came from Galilee. First of all, I want to say to those Jewish leaders, you better go back to your Old Testament and read a little bit better. Elijah came from that region. So did Elisha. So did Amos. So did Joel. So did Hosea. And some others. So first of all, to say no prophet came out of Galilee is incorrect. But actually, and that's why the Gospels are very careful. Very soon after the resurrection of Jesus, when they wrote the Gospels, they then made sure that the Jewish people knew that both of these truths are true. That Jesus wasn't born in Galilee. Where was he born? He was born in Bethlehem. But of course the only reason Joseph and Mary descend, from the tribe of Judah, descendant from King David, both of them, is because there was a census, and so they had to travel to Bethlehem, and then she gave birth. So he is from Bethlehem, and very early on, the gospel writers, the Jewish Mark and Luke, he's from Bethlehem and had to leave. So you are correct. The Messiah comes from Bethlehem, but also the Gospels point out, and he did come out of nowhere. He's the Son of God that through a virgin woman came from heaven and was born on the earth. So both of you are correct, and Jesus is the one that fulfills that.